Hello everyone, welcome back to Illume Biology. Class number 18, and today we would learn a mnemonic that would help us remember examples from the chapter Biomolecules. Well, we'll discuss some mnemonics here. This is the first part of this video. We have already released the second part. You can watch it in our playlists. Here I would be having discussions on some examples. These examples are frequently asked in the exams. So better we make some mnemonics to learn these examples. The first mnemonic would help us to learn the examples of unsaturated fatty acids. We very well know types of fatty acids, saturated and unsaturated. These examples are frequently asked in exams, so let's remember these examples. Now to remember the examples of unsaturated fatty acid, you just need to remember about Ola and Uber. What? Ola and Uber. We very well know these are two taxi applications by which we can call car taxis, and we can go wherever we want to. So by remembering Ola, Uber, we are remembering basically the examples of unsaturated fatty acids. How? See, O means oleic acid, L means linoleic acid, and also linolenic acid. See, these are two different acids. Linoleic acid is different and linolenic acid is different. By a single L we can remember both the examples. Both the names are similar to each other. And next is A is arachidonic acid, and U means unsaturated fatty acids. That means oleic acid, linoleic, linolenic and arachidonic acids all are examples of unsaturated fatty acids. Now the next mnemonic would help us to remember the examples of heteropolysaccharides. Now many a times in the exams such questions are asked. So to remember the examples of heteropolysaccharides, just remember that we have 4 HP computers. We have 4 HP computers. We very well know HP is a company that makes computers, Hewlett Packard. So by 4 HP computers we can remember the examples of heteropolysaccharides. First of all, 4H means we have to write H 4 times. We have to write H 4 times. Now these 4H are examples of heteropolysaccharides. Like first H would represent heteropolysaccharide, that means the mnemonics is for heteropolysaccharides. Next H would remind us of hemicellulose. Yes, hemicellulose is a heteropolysaccharide. Then comes heparin and then hyaluronic acid. So hyaluronic acid, heparin and hemicellulose are examples of heteropolysaccharides. These are very important questions and have been asked many times in exams. Next is P means pectin, and C means chondroitin. That means chondroitin, pectin, hyaluronic acid, heparin and hemicellulose are examples of heteropolysaccharides. Moving ahead with the next mnemonic, this is a mnemonic to remember the examples of globular proteins, and when you want to remember the examples of globular proteins, just remember Garmi. Just remember what? Garmi. Garmi means what? Heat. High temperature is called as Garmi. So to remember the examples of globular proteins, we have remembered a word called as Garmi. Here G would remind us of globin, H histone, A albumin, R rubisco, M myoglobin, I insulin and I immunoglobulins. Globin as seen in hemoglobin, histone proteins present in DNA, albumin is a blood colloidal osmotic pressure maintaining plasma protein, rubisco it's an enzyme that performs Calvin cycle, myoglobin a pigment present in muscles for oxygen transport, insulin is a pancreatic hormone which reduces blood sugar level, and immunoglobulins are basically the antibodies present in blood plasma. All of them are examples of globular proteins and is a very important concept this one is. So you just need to remember all the examples of globular proteins. Moving ahead with the next mnemonic, this mnemonic would help us to remember the examples of disaccharides. Now disaccharides, to remember the examples of disaccharides, we are moving to some oral contraceptive drugs. There is an oral contraceptive drugs, as we all know, and we have studied it in our reproduction chapter, Mala D. It is called as Mala D, an oral contraceptive drug. Plus Mala D is a steroid based tablet. We very well know this. Mala D is a steroid tablet. So this Mala D steroid tablet would help us remember the examples of disaccharides like MA represents maltose, LA represents lactose, D represents disaccharides, S represents sucrose and T represents trehalose. That means maltose, lactose, sucrose and trehalose. All 4 of these are examples of disaccharides. So that's it. These are 4 mnemonics from the chapter Biomolecules. In the next part of this video, we would be having a discussion on 4 more mnemonics for the same chapter. Thank you very much for watching us.